Welcome to the Awakening with Calvin Perry podcast, part of the Bridges to Prosperity series. This episode focuses on a major development in Zambia that could transform agriculture, industry, and even regional trade for years to come. Disclaimer: the information shared here is based on publicly available reports and news sources. Listeners are encouraged to verify the details for themselves and seek professional advice where necessary. This podcast is intended for educational and inspirational purposes only and does not represent an official government position. For decades, Zambia has depended heavily on imported fertilizer, spending between 400 and 450 million US dollars every single year just to meet national demand. This reliance has drained foreign reserves and kept prices high for farmers across the country. When fertilizer prices are high, farming becomes more expensive, and those costs ultimately reach consumers in the form of higher food prices. Now a new chapter is being written. 2 large fertilizer projects in Chilanga district have been launched, promising to redefine Zambia's role in agriculture and industry. The first project is the United Capital Fertilizer Plant, a $600 million investment. This facility is expected to produce around 180,000 tons of ammonia and 300,000 tons of urea every year. It represents Zambia's first large-scale urea production facility, a breakthrough that could finally reduce the nation's dependency on imports and ensure greater stability in the supply of fertilizer. Running alongside this is the Sino Great and Wonderful Group's integrated phosphate plant. This project, which a first phase investment of $340 million, is designed to produce annually 250,000 tons of phosphoric acid, 300,000 tons of ammonium phosphate, and 750,000 tons of gypsum. Importantly, it will also include a phosphate rock mine and a 40 megawatt power plant to guarantee reliable energy for operations. The scale of these investments is enormous. During the construction stage alone, about 2,000 jobs are projected to be created. Once fully operational, the plants could support 1,600 direct jobs and more than 10,000 indirect jobs. Beyond employment, these facilities open doors to technology transfer, skills training, and industrial growth. But what does this mean for Zambia and the wider region? First, it points to greater food security. Fertilizer is the backbone of modern agriculture. With local production, costs can gradually be reduced, availability can be improved, and more farmers can access the inputs they need. When fertilizer becomes more accessible, farmers can plant on time, expand their fields, and secure better harvests. In the long run, this translates into more food on the tables of ordinary families, as well as stability in the nation's food supply. Second, it has regional implications. Southern Africa has faced its own struggles with fertilizer shortages and high costs. Neighboring countries, such as Malawi, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe, depend on imports just like Zambia has in the past. With these plants, Zambia could eventually become a net supplier of fertilizer to the region, reducing shortages and stabilizing prices beyond its own borders. Third, these projects signal economic transformation. For too long, Zambia's economy has been defined by dependency on copper exports, dependency on donor funding, and dependency on imported goods. These fertilizer plants represent a shift toward value addition, industrialization, and economic diversification. They mark Zambia's evolution from consumer to producer, from importer to manufacturer. However, it is also important to be realistic. Fertilizer prices will not drop overnight. Production must ramp up, distribution channels must be developed, and markets must adjust. The benefits will take time to fully reach every corner of the country, but the trajectory is clear. Zambia is positioning itself for greater self-reliance. This shift raises a broader reflection. For years, many Zambians have dreamed of a time when the country would no longer rely so heavily on outsiders for its basic needs. The development of these fertilizer plants is not a complete solution, but it is a major step forward. It demonstrates what can be achieved through investment, planning, and strategic partnerships. It is also a reminder of the responsibility that comes with such projects. Transparency, accountability, and effective leadership will be vital to ensure that the benefits are felt, not just by large commercial interests, but also by the smallholder farmer in Mansa, the family grower in Lundezi, and the commercial farm in Mazabuka. Because when farmers succeed, the entire nation succeeds. The launch of Zambia's fertilizer plants is more than just an industrial achievement. It is a signal of hope for agriculture, jobs, and regional stability. If managed widely, these projects could ease the cost of fertilizer, boost food security, and transform Zambia into a regional hub for fertilizer production. This has been the Awakening with Calvin Perry podcast, part of the Bridges to Prosperity series. Thank you for tuning in. And now a question for reflection. Will local fertilizer production truly make food more affordable for ordinary Zambians? Share your views in the comments and let the conversation continue.